Most money apps either feel too complicated or too basic to trust. So where do Moneydance and Moneyspire really fit? I tested both of these thoroughly to find out. I tracked spending, managed bills, and checked reports to see which one delivers better usability and long-term value. One of these is built for deep control, the other one keeps things simple. This video is going to help you pick which actually works for you. Let's start with what really sets these two apart, because the main difference between Moneydance and Moneyspire isn't just its features, it's how they handle your finances, and it's about the type of person that they're really designed for. Moneydance is built for people who want deeper financial control, especially around investments and detailed tracking. It offers advanced features like portfolio management, multi-currency support, and highly customizable budgeting. You can track stocks, bonds, mutual funds, the works. You can handle accounts in different currencies with automatic conversions. You can build budgets that match your actual life, not just monthly averages. Its strongest suit is depth and long-term value. This appeals to experienced users, investors, and anyone managing complex finances. People who want one tool that grows with them for years. But don't just take my word for it. I came across this Moneydance user who shared his experience, and it really shows what this platform is about. He said that Moneydance makes keeping track of his accounts and expenses easy, and he can see where he stands at a glance. He mentioned that the interface is very intuitive and well thought out. Entering and finding information is very easy to do, and he said that he spends less time entering and more time keeping accurate records. So this is exactly the kind of user that Moneydance is built for, someone who wants power but also values thoughtful design. Another couple who uses Moneydance put it this way, they said that it's helped them have a visual of their spending and what they owe. It keeps them in line and up to date with their banking. They called it a wonderful program to make sure that your financial goals are in check. They mentioned using it for years to keep track of monthly bills, mortgage payments, and even interest accrued. They said even though there are many programs out there, this is the one they prefer. See the pattern? Moneydance users talk about years of reliable, deep use, about growing with the software. Now, Moneyspire, on the other hand, is built for people who want an all-in-one solution without complexity. Its clean, intuitive interface makes it much more beginner-friendly, and it covers the essential features like budgeting, bill reminders, account tracking, and reporting, but it focuses more on day-to-day money management rather than advanced investing. Its strongest suit is simplicity and ease of use. This appeals to individuals, small households, and anyone who wants a straightforward finance management and optimization tool without complexity. And again, the users back this up. Take this Moneyspire user. He shared that he loves Moneyspire. He said that it's really easy to use and he's able to keep track of all of his expenses. Simple as that. Alright, now that we know the core difference, let's get into what you actually get when you sign up. Let's start with Moneydance. First up, budgeting. And Moneydance gives you some serious options here. Setting up your budget takes minutes, but you're not locked into one format. There are actually two budget formats available within Moneydance. Now, this matters depending on how you budget. If your income and bills are predictable, this works great. But if your finances are a bit irregular, Moneydance gives you more flexibility than most tools. The newer format should be used to create a budget with consistent intervals. So that means that all of your budget items are set as weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or annually. Everything lines up, clean and predictable. But here's what I love. If your life doesn't fit that neat box, right, there's this mixed intervals format. Use this if you want your budget items to use different time intervals. Maybe your rent is monthly, but your car insurance comes every 6 months. Maybe you get paid weekly, but have quarterly tax payments. Moneydance handles all of that in one budget. Now, one feature I genuinely rely on is called Foresight, and honestly, it's brilliant. Foresight uses your configured transaction reminders to figure out your future spending and review your past spending. Transaction reminders are like budget items, but more specific. They link to actual accounts and have more flexible scheduling possibilities. And here's the magic, they can be entered automatically into the account register at the right time. And check this out, Moneydance has two types of reminders. General reminders are text notes that appear in the calendar and on the homepage according to a set schedule. Then there are transaction reminders. These are actual transactions that appear on the calendar and homepage according to a set schedule. And the best part is that you can record them directly into your register. One click, and that scheduled mortgage payment becomes an actual transaction. Now let's talk about reports and graphs, because seeing where your money goes changes how you spend it. The graphing and reporting functions in Moneydance let you view your financial data in many different ways. Reports are text-based, the graphs are the visual representations. And you can customize everything. Date ranges, categories, accounts included. Save your favorite reports so you can run them with one click next month. One Moneydance user I came across perfectly captured this benefit. She shared that the ability to enter debits, deposits, and transfers ahead of their due dates gives her the ability to plan ahead for how much cash she actually has in the bank. She said she uses it mostly to keep track of household cash flow. Now, here's where Moneydance really separates itself in this Moneyspire versus Moneydance comparison, and that's investments. The investment accounts in Moneydance are used to aggregate and track the value of a set of securities, as well as calculate the balance created by all transactions in that account. We're talking stocks, bonds, mutual funds, CDs. You can track cost basis, handle stock splits, see performance over time, download current prices automatically, all inside Moneydance. If you have an IRA, a 401k, or a taxable brokerage account, Moneydance brings that into your overall financial picture. You're not just tracking spending, you're tracking wealth. And for those worried about bank connections, here's what you need to know. Moneydance Plus is an optional subscription service available in their newer versions. This service allows you to automatically download transactions from your banks using the Plaid aggregator. But then again, you can also decide to use Moneydance completely offline, manually enter transactions, connect to banks manually if they support direct download. The choice is yours. During my deep dive into how this tool helps in finance management and optimization, I came across this Moneydance user who shared his experience with the tool. He said that he's been able to manage finances much better using this program. He mentioned being able to cash flow a wedding and his wife's certificate program thanks to the program's fantastic insight. So that is the power of Moneydance. It scales with you. Now, Moneyspire, on the other hand, was designed to be straightforward and easy to use, period. The main screen is split into 5 sections, and honestly, you'll understand it in about 2 minutes. The overview screen allows you to see your income, expenses, and the difference for the month, as well as your bills due and your budget progress. You can click the Choose Accounts and Choose Categories button to select which accounts and categories you want included in the overview chart and bills due list. It's clean, it's simple, it works. Next, you have the Accounts and Transactions section. To view an account's transactions, first click on Accounts at the top, then double-click the desired account. You'll then be taken to the account's transaction list where you can add, edit, or delete transactions. You can customize the transaction register options by clicking the View menu option. You'll also notice that there is a balance column in the transaction register and a cleared balance value in the status bar at the bottom. The cleared balance shows only transactions that have actually cleared the bank, huge for knowing your real available money. Third, reminders. The reminders screen will show you all of your upcoming, due, and past due bill and deposit reminders. Your reminders will be displayed in 2 formats, a calendar and a list. The calendar allows you to visually see and browse your upcoming bills, while the list allows you to see each bill reminder and its status in an easy-to-read list format. One Moneyspire user I came across shared his experience. He said that he uses Moneyspire for all of his financial tracking at both home and for his small business. He mentioned the absolute best part is the forecasting ability. He said that Moneyspire was his replacement for Microsoft Money, and he's way happier with its functionality. That's the Moneyspire experience. It's simple and surprisingly powerful for daily use. Now let's look into budgeting with Moneyspire. The budget screen will show you how you're actually doing on your budget, including how much money you've spent and how much money you have left in your budget, or how much money you've overspent. You can also click on an individual budget category to see a detailed list of the spending for that particular category and budget period. No complicated setup, no confusing terms, just clear numbers telling you if you're on track. Then there's the Reports tool. The Reports screen allows you to generate detailed reports on your expenses, income, and net worth. You can also save reports so that you can quickly view them at any time without having to configure the report options again. But at the end of the day, neither platform is perfect, and you deserve to know what you're actually getting into before you commit. With Moneydance, the most common complaint I saw was about data entry. One user put it pretty bluntly. He said that it can be tedious to make entries. He mentioned that you really have to be diligent about updating regularly. And yeah, I get it. Nobody loves typing in transactions. But here's my take after using it for a few months. Moneydance gives you options. You can use Moneydance Plus for automatic downloads. You can set up transaction reminders that auto-enter recurring bills. You can import files from your bank. The tedious experience comes from choosing manual entry. And honestly, for some users, that manual entry creates awareness. Every dollar you type in is a dollar you think about. Plus, you're paying for software that respects your privacy and doesn't force you into cloud connections you don't want. With Moneyspire, the downsides are different but worth mentioning. Looking at user experiences, a pattern kind of emerges. One user said that he likes that it ties with his bank so he can balance, but he hates spending money each year to upgrade. Now, I want to be fair here. Moneyspire works great for many users. The support team gets praised for quick responses, but the annual upgrade requirement is real. But the good news is that when it comes to cost, both tools do offer really straightforward pricing models. You can buy a license for a reasonable one-time price. For the most current pricing details and any special discount deals for both platforms, check the links in the description. I'll keep them updated so you don't miss out on any discounts or trial offers, and the prices do change, so make sure to check that link to see what their latest prices are. So, after months of thorough testing, here's where this Moneydance versus Moneyspire comparison leaves us. If you want a simple, clean, easy-to-learn tool for day-to-day money tracking and you don't mind annual payments, Moneyspire is a solid choice. But if you want a complete, reliable, long-term financial solution that actually grows with you and respects your privacy, Moneydance will likely be the better fit. It offers deeper investment tracking, flexible budgeting, true multi-currency support, and a one-time purchase option that saves you money for years to come. Check the links in the description to explore both tools and take control of your money today.